Do you have an update on Buster?
Yeah, you know what? He's doing okay. He's fine right now. We'll continue, to keep an eye on him. He'll be under observation tonight. We'll re-evaluate him tomorrow. Sometimes you just got to, give these things time. But he's doing good. He's doing fine, and so we'll keep an eye on him. No, we have our docs here, and they looked at him, and he's doing okay right now.
Did he complain of any?
No, he's no complaints of anything right now. He's doing well.
Just to check, he was checked for a concussion. Is that fair to say? Or did
I
he
think
go
that's
through
fair
that?
to say. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't know what all they did, but I know our docs were here, and they checked him out pretty good.
Bruce, is he already going home?
He might have. I talked to him briefly after the game, but he might have gone home.
Bruce, was that the craziest 3 runs you ever seen scored on that one 20-foot hit right there?
It was right up there. I'm trying to think when I've seen 3 runs score like that. We call them RTIs, runs thrown in, and we had 3 of them. It was crazy inning. Matty just got enough of it. He hit it in a good spot, and then they were all rush throws, and fortunately we took advantage of it because we had trouble getting some runs there. So we'll take that break. It's nice to add on that last one. We did a good job of getting the guy over, getting him in with Crawford's deep fly ball. But that was a bit of a crazy inning there.
Bruce, you and Gresh didn't waste any time at all taking Posey out. Did that have anything to do with his reaction on the field, or just because of what you saw?
You know what, Henry? I think more than anything, he was hitting the head, and he's a catcher. So now he's even more at risk. If he's catching, takes a foul tip, now that puts him even at more risk. So we didn't want to risk that, and so that's why he came out. Could we have taken a little time if he was a position player? Maybe. But being a catcher, it means susceptible to foul tips. That's why he came out right away.
Bruce, in those specific cases and being him a catcher and everything, and having the 7-day list as opposed to they didn't have that before, is it automatic that you're going to use that 7-day list to rest him and make sure?
No. Only if you think he has concussion symptoms would you do that. And it's a scary moment, dangerous moment, but doesn't mean that there's something there. And so, he'll go home, and we'll keep an eye on him and reevaluate him tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
Bruce, we all heard the sound. I mean, you were right there. What was that like to hear that? And Greshner seemed to be running out almost before the play was even over. Just what was your reaction right on in the dugout when you heard that?
Well, it's one of the worst sounds you can hear in baseball. The ball hitting the helmet. It's a scary moment. There's been a lot of damage to hitters, hit in the head area. There were a few balls up and in today, and so that's always a moment where you hold your breath. Obviously, Grish got out there. I got out there as quick as I could, and just to see how he was doing. But that's why you wear helmets. You have the protection, and my hope is it's fine because of him wearing a helmet and the type of helmets that we have now, and the protection that they provide for the hitters. So, but like I said, he might have stayed in the game if he wasn't a catcher. Now, if he takes another shot, you're asking for trouble.
You had more initially bunting. Why was that? To avoid the double play, or to maybe sneak a run across and have him throw to first if you got a bunt down?
Well, that was probably my fault. I really didn't want him bunting, but I won't go into it. He ended up having a swinging bunt, so it worked out pretty good. But the last thing you want him to do is hit into a double play. But I really didn't want him bunting there. I said I'm not going to go into it.
Bruce, just to clarify, the pitch by Walker you viewed as that was just a mistake, unintentional, and there was speculation that when Moore hit, I forgot who it was, Peralta, that might have been retaliation.
Yeah, that's it's part of the game where you're going to have questions or doubts or speculation. When a guy gets hit, I don't think any pitcher's trying to hit somebody in the head. That's why working up and in is, it's a dangerous place, a dangerous area unless you have command of that pitch, and and we saw a few of them today. And obviously we're trying to, our guys cruising, having a good game, and his ball just ran in there. I'll leave it at that.
Bruce, and Moore at 93 pitches after 8. Any thought to having him start the 9th at least, or what was the thinking about going to Manson there?
Well, that was his second start of the year. I know I pushed Johnny a little bit yesterday, but really, second start. That's far enough, and we got Mark here to help out and take a load off these starters in that type of situation. Could I send them back out there? Yeah. I could have, but that's a luxury, having one of the elite closers in the game where you can give your starter a break. Now, they had two pretty good right-hand hitters that, facing Matty for, the fourth time. So, it breaks that up a little bit, allows you to put a pinch hitter in there, maybe add on.
Well, first of all, who's your emergency catcher right now? And second of all, do you need to bring up Fedorovich or somebody just to, just in case you need to make a move before tomorrow?
No, we have no plans to call somebody up. He just found out today, our third catcher. He found out a little late in the ball game, but it's Aaron Hill, and so but really, Henry, none of them have experience catching, to be honest, and whoever have not used could be the third catcher. So I don't really have one at this point.
Generally speaking, could you please talk about the importance of winning this game today, opening day here, after that trip not so bright?
Yeah, no question. We had a rough trip, and had a couple slip away, and we're home. The home crowd, the opening day here, it just, I thought, energized the players so much. It was a very emotional day, with Corinne Owens here. Ryan was part of us and spent some time with us, and so it was a very emotional day, with this man who did so much for us to enjoy our freedom, and because of his dedication he lost his life, and to have her here, I thought it really meant a lot to the players, because they the players were pretty close to Ryan. He would come in spring training, hang with us, and they all knew him at the ballpark there in spring training. He was, just had a big personality, and so I thought it was important for us to go out and play well and win this ball game.
Bruce, that caution that you talked about with Buster today, because he's a catcher, it seems like that's something that maybe that mindset has changed a bit maybe since you played. And do you agree? And is that a good thing?
No question, it's changed a little bit. I don't know if they would have checked on me if I were to get hit in the head, to be honest. But no, it's it's the protocol now. You get hit in the head, and it's a good chance you're coming out anyway. And so no, that's the way of our game, and because of more information, education, we're not taking these risks that are involved with guys getting hit in the head.
Hasn't there been some issue about Buster being susceptible to concussions because of all the hits he's had taken off the mask over the course of the years?
I'm sorry.
hasn't there been some issue with Buster because of all the hits he's taken off the mask over the course of the years that he might be more susceptible to concussions?
Yeah, we don't know for a fact. We don't. But, you know, it's, you know, it's debatable what, you know, the different masks, you know, the protection they provide you. But, you know, they've done studies on them, and they, you know, they feel like these do provide more protection because of the protection on the side of the face.
Are you resting tomorrow?
There's a good chance. I can't say that for sure. I know.